Good morning. Greetings, everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So, we're here with the series. We're running for the month of February. My 28 albums with a kind of a love or a heart theme in the album. I do apologize up front that this is coming out a little bit later than normal. It's supposed to come out at 8, but I was having a spasms at that time, throat coughing and stuff, and I didn't think I could get through an entire video without hacking myself to death. So I decided to wait it out a bit. So without further ado, we're going to get to it. So the album I've chosen for today, I actually wasn't sure I was going to choose this album because if it came out now, I would probably not really think of it as a rock album, but it's definitely a rock album from the time period. So it came out in 1983. I think it was on June 10th, 1983, from Stevie Nicks, and the album is called Wild Hearts. Now, I don't really follow Stevie too closely. I've noted when she's had songs on the radio and stuff. You always know right away that it's her. She has one of the most distinctive vocal sounds of anybody, really. Know immediately that it's her singing. This particular album is her second studio album called Wild Hearts. So it's got 10 tracks on the original album, but of course there's a remastered, updated edition too that has other tracks that weren't previously released on the album on it, as well as some live bits and pieces as well. Quite a few people on this album too, including people like Tom Petty, Mick Fleetwood was on the album, Steve Lukather played on some of the stuff on here. They had an orchestra on one of the songs. Lots of different people playing different stuff on the album. And then, of course, when she toured, she had her band as well. So I think this had 3 hits on it, if I'm correct. One of those being Stand Back. I think that was probably the big hit. And the one that she performed on Saturday Night Live, which was Nightbird. I think that was the other one. There was another one too, but I'm not 100% sure which one that was. Let's see if we can find it here. It does not say anything. Stand Back. If Anyone Falls, that might have been the other one. I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyways, 10 tracks on the whole. Album is probably, I would call, like a collection of ballads and poppy kind of, and a little on the heavy side, a few of the tracks, poppy tracks, and well within the Fleetwood Mac sound. Definitely a lot of them fall within that sound. So if you like Fleetwood Mac, you'll probably like this album as well. I don't mind the album. It's pretty good. It's a pretty solid album. I'm just going to go over some of the tracks on here. So you got the opening track, which is Wild Hearts. It's a typical kind of Stevie Nicks vocal, very poppy. Her vocals are clear. They have that real, I want to say, nasally feel to her singing. A little bit of that, but it's also kind of a raw edge to her voice as well. Definitely well within her sound system. If Anyone Falls is kind of a synthetic pop like track. You've got Gate in the Garden. This is more of a ballad like track. So these are basically the 3 types of tracks you're going to get on this album. Enchanted, this is a much heavier track. Upbeat, faster, lots of piano, lots of heavy drums on this. Same with the next track, Nightbird, which she claims was her favorite track on the album. Another heavy, upbeat pop track with some heavy drums and piano on it. Piano dominating a lot of the heavier songs. Stand Back, this is kind of the hit. Most people would know this if they heard it. It's got a heavy, upbeat, synthetic pop sound. And it also comes with an accompanying video. So if you want to listen to the album, you will get to see the video of her singing it as well. Then you have the I Will Run to You. This is kind of similar to Can't Stop Dragging My Heart Around. They're both her with vocals and Tom Petty with vocals on this track, and the Heartbreakers as well. So it has a very similar sound to that Don't Stop Dragging My Heart Around, but I think it's a little quieter, a little bit more ballady like, but a very similar song. Nothing Ever Changes, another heavy, more gritty song to the album. One probably the most gritty song to the album, really, to be honest with you. Sables are blonde, Sable and Blonde, sorry. Sable on Blonde, I'll get it yet. This is a heavier pop, more of a Fleetwood Mac like sound to it. This could easily fit on one of the Fleetwood Mac albums, and people wouldn't notice it as a single by her. Beauty and the Beast, which is the final track. Very beautiful song. They have an orchestra on here, a whole display of violins and stuff. Excellent track. Again, I appreciate the album. I think it's a good album. I don't think it's a fantastic album, but it's just my own opinion. But it's a good album. Not really something that's within my wheelhouse, but I do like it because of her vocals. Her vocals really, I've always loved her vocals. Main reason why I listened to Fleetwood Mac was because of her vocals. And yeah, this is just another example of that type of stuff. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of those 28 albums with a love heart kind of theme that we're doing for the month of February. I hope to see you all back for the next episode. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. If you want to make any comments, you can put those in the comment section below. And we will see you then. Take care and have yourself a good one. Goodbye.